All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Atlanta Falcons. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now Jackson on first down, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8-ball on the road to get things going.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice. Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Check. Alert. Switch. Monday.
Allen. Being chipped. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Now, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Go, Mike. Ready? Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. I got you, punk. 51, Mike. Mike 51. Oh, yeah. Hey, tight. 5 wide. Under 10. 10's up.
Allen now looks to throw. get this complete to Batson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
To throw, it's Allen. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Leonard Fournette. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Got his man. That's Harry. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Jackson to throw again. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Eli Apple on the coverage.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you at important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
36-yard line.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Now Fournette. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Hill on the tackle. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
That means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one.
And this is caught at the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, Jackson. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Ready? Mike 57. Here we go. Let's bring it. Anyway, let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Kill, kill, kill. Let's go.
They'll toss it to Fournette. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fournette, a first down carry. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And down inside the 15 he goes. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. His kick is right there. It's good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely...
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On second down, it's Smith. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Hey, let's go. Cut. 51, Mike. Mike 51.
On third and long, it's Allen. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Hey, buddy! I got him. Hey, switch gears.
Throwing on second down, Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. At a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
He's checking.
After the interception, here's Jackson going deep here for Landry, and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Check back. 45 to Mike. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. 45. Mike, 45.
Jackson now. Going to throw again. Got a man open. That's Harry. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Let's go.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Jaguars.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Half 85. Come on, go.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
It's now 3rd and 8.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
I smell fear in that offense. On 52.
From the gun, it's Allen. Looking here for Smith downfield. He's got a man complete. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 62 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Henderson now on 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball.
Allen hit. He lost the football, and the Jags grab it. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. The 30, the 20, 10, 5, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. But how about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
And now onto the field comes the Jags offense. They'll go for 2. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, let's go. Time to go. Night. 51, Mike.
To the air, Allen. That's complete to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Check 37.
Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Tackles. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Foes and Mike.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Throwing right, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
44's the Mike. 44's Mike. Check. Nice, sweetheart. All day, dog.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They begin with a run by Fournette. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun. He sets to fire deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it? And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. A big play there. Taking it in. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, man, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Throwing now is Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
On 2nd down now. It's back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Go, go. Yeah.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Wide open receiver complete. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On the double. Hey, check. Double tight. Ball track. Tight. 4 down. Check. 45.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Allen. Yeah, he's got it. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags 1st down.